Yes, Miss Nene. Miss Nene. Let me cut it. Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Miss Neat World. Y'all, I got some hot old good old tea. I mean some good old boiled down till you can't boil it no more before the bad bust. Hot old tea for y'all. And y'all know I don't mind pouring it. So while we sip this tea together, let me jump right into this bull drop. First up is Keyshia Cole's. Girl, she been my girl since the day she touched down, sent from heaven, all that good stuff. I mean, I played Keyshia Cole so much, the CD done scratched up in my CD player. I couldn't even play it in my car no more. She's been my good girl. Anyways, she done had her issues in relationships. She ain't never had the best relationship when it came to dealing with these guys. And, she done had to slap a couple, bust in some houses too, and, scrape some knees and elbows. But that's a whole nother story. Anyways, we also know that she was adopted into a family who was close to her mother. Her mother didn't raise any of her kids, and they was all scattered over the world. And when Keyshia Cole got on, she was really big on bringing her family together and trying to reconnect with those brothers and sisters that she hasn't seen in years. And trying to get her mother to get off the streets and get into rehabs. And if anyone ever seen any of Keyshia Cole's TV shows, you seen that it was countless of times she tried to put her mother in rehabs, and I mean some of the best rehabs, to where she would spend millions of dollars trying to get her mother into recovery. And I know she was in recovery for a good little while, and I guess it kind of ran sideways. It's kind of tough to hear, because I know, despite the fact that her mother didn't take care of none of her kids and didn't support them, Keyshia Cole still loved her mother, and she wanted to be there for her, and she just wanted her to be better for herself and for her grandkids and for her kids, and just enjoy the time that they had left, and which I can understand. So I really hate the fact to hear that now that she done steered back off to the left, and now she back dibbling dabbling in that stuff and stuff. So but the story here is about that Keyshia Cole basically told her mom that she didn't want to lose her to the streets, and Frankie reply was, "Man down." No, I'm just playing, because that was Frankie's favorite saying, "Man down." She even appeared on Judge Mathis show, child. She was saying that "man down," man. She's a character. She's funny. But I just hate that, her mishap with drugs or whatever. But anyways, then Keyshia Cole said her mother replied by saying, "You'll be alright." So Keyshia Cole was in her feelings, which who wouldn't be? She took to her Twitter and she basically just vented and just like, telling us basically what I just said. She don't want to lose her mom to the streets. And she told her mom, and her mom said, "You'll be all right." And she was just like, she couldn't believe it because she won't be okay. There's not enough money that could have replace her and that will make her feel better or make her get over it. So I don't know if Frankie trying to say you'll be all right because you're rich and you're famous, you're a celebrity, you'll make a hit album and you'll move on, or if Frankie was just so deep off in what she had going on at the time and just said that just to be funny or just really wasn't in her right state of mind. So I really hate to hear this story because I thought, she was on recovery, and I thought she also was in a position to where she was helping those who was trying to get into recovery, come off the streets or whatever. So it's just a real unfortunate situation, and I just really hope the best for Keyshia Cole and her mother as well. And I just, pray for her family and they just get it together. But other than that, guys, I gotta keep it moving. This next story is by Brandy Norwood. I know I did a buzz drop a couple of weeks back talking about how she was dealing with this artist that she signed to, her record labels that she was partnered with. I think, what record label? She's a partner on a record label. So, but anyways, she signed some type of um historical Baptist lyricist, whatever his name was. If y'all remember, y'all write it down in the comments. But that they was in a relationship, they was posting these pictures supposedly, and and some people say it was a publicity stunt. Please forgive me, y'all. I'm talking too fast for my own goodness. Slow it down, Miss Nene. But some said it was a publicity stunt and that he was just using her for to get people to like him and to, you know, to be interested in his song. I know they did a song together as well, and because it came out that the brother was saying it was just something he was doing just to get his name out there and get him known or whatever. So I hope that really wasn't the case. But anyways, That's neither nor here nor there. Well, Brandy passed out on a Delta airline Friday morning. She was leaving from LA going to John F. Kennedy airport or whatever, and she ended up passing out before the plane even took off, before the plane left the runway. Well, she passed out and she fell unconscious, and they called the paramedics and the fire department. And they arrived really quickly, as they expressed, and they says, they was able to get her to gain conscious again, and she was okay, and they took her to the local hospital, and that she was at home safely. Now, some sources are saying she's just been traveling a lot, been touring or whatever. Now, I don't know if she's touring, and I don't know if she's in a city near me. If y'all know, and y'all heard about it, if y'all even bought tickets, let me know. But I also heard that she's supposed to be pregnant, and she just hasn't spoke about it yet. And she's not ready to come out with it yet. So I don't know what the case is. Now she did just, that's why I kind of mentioned that new boo of hers. It did just came out that she was dating someone and she been pregnant. So it kind of add up or whatever. I'm just glad the sister okay and she was able to gain conscience and she was able to go home and get some rest. So I just, wish her to some get wells. But so we'll have to see as this story here could continue to develop, child. I'm gonna keep y'all posted because y'all know I'm nosy. nosy. But other than that, y'all, let's keep this thing right on moving. Now, I thought about this rapper here the other day, and I was surprised that he was back in my bud drop. But since he is, I got to talk about it. Chief Keef. Well. Now I talked about his baby mama busting into his pool house and kicking some Instagram model out and showing her behind and how she took to her Snapchat and cut up. Well, they got a little bit more drama. Well, I guess obviously she hit him and he hit her back. But when he hit her back, he bust her lip. Now I'm not for domestic violence and I'm not for men abusing women. I'm not for women abusing men neither. And I also know if you big enough to pass a lick, you better be big enough to catch one. See, in some situations, and not all, women provoke men to where they hit these men and they don't think these men's gonna lay their behind out because of what they got between their legs. And sometimes it don't always work like that. Or sometimes you may push their buttons one too many times. And maybe this was their case. So he hit her back and he bust her all up. So she took to her Snapchat, and I mean, she chasing this boy down, and she chasing him, and she calling him everything under the sun but a child of God. And she continues to call him broke knee this, broke knee that. He ain't got no money in real life. Because I guess he always hollering about it. He got money, he got bands. I think he does say that a lot because I know my nephew was a fan of him. He's always say, "Oh, Chief Keef got this, Chief Keef got this," and he just was everything Chief Keef was saying. He was Chief Keef, and I'll say, "Child, these people are entertainers. They get paid to entertain. So please don't fall deep into their trap and think you're supposed to live your life how they get down, cause that may not always be the case." And that's what the baby mama say. He ain't got no money. Let me cut it. But say he has no money, he's broke, and he hit her, and she's showing how he bust her lip, and she ready to fight him, and she ready to fight the assistants, and she's just cutting up, showing out. See, you should never took your behind over there, breaking and entering, and jumping on them gals, about to catch yourself a case for him, and then here he is busting you up, child. They say what goes around comes around, and not only do merry-go-rounds go round and round, but the dirt you dish out will be coming right back to you. So be careful what you dish out. Child, too much for me. I told y'all this tea was hot. Nah, y'all, let's keep this thing right on moving. Let's keep it moving. My next story is about Kelly Rowland, Charlemagne the God, and Wendy Williams. Now, I like all three of these people for what they give off and for what they stand for. Well, some of what they stand for, and just as I just like these three people. Charlemagne the God, as we all know, he does the show called Ain't That Crazy America? Some crazy mess he though. Him and Duval had some type of show together. I'm not quite sure. So please don't quote me on that. But he is also on the Breakfast Club, with along with Angela Yee and DJ Envy. Excuse me. Well, he wrote a book, and in this book is this the close and a lot of things. And he been doing this campaign run for his book or whatever. He been going to all types of different radio stations and just being interviewed and talking about his book or whatever, talking about his career and his journey. Well, he used to work for Wendy Williams as well. And he also talked about how Wendy and her husband, they was on some other stuff, and he used to work for them. And I guess, he didn't continue to indulge into their BS, or he didn't go for what they was going for. I guess he got tired of them trying to low budget him or whatever the case may be. So they fell out, and it came a couple of times where someone asked Wendy Williams about Charlamagne, and she was like, "Who?" Like she ain't know who she was talking about. Now Wendy Williams, my girl, because she is on the DVR. I'm sorry if you don't like her, and if you do like her, because I like her. I like her for she do the drama. Sometimes I don't agree with a lot of things that she say, but that's her show and that's her platform, and she gonna do what she wanna do. But anyways, he basically was just talking about that Winnie Williams, he was more so as the drag police that in Winnie Williams world, you know, because he was more like a her intern or whatever. So when someone came in and the dirty work she didn't want to do, she would have him do it. Excuse me. So I guess with Kelly Rowland, she had some type of issue with Kelly Rowland, and she asked him to, when she came in to be interviewed years back, to just drag her, and he did just that. So he goes to say that when Kelly Rowland came on to his show, The Breakfast Club, when it around the first year it started, he had to apologize. He didn't say he apologized over and over because he just was doing his job and it wasn't nothing personal. Because he's friends with Lala, who's friends with Kelly Rowland, and they are all friends together. So he said he really had to apologize and just say, I just was doing my job. And he was just like, that's just how it is. And he was like, I didn't even understand the beef or the tension between Wendy Williams and Kelly Rowland. I just knew I had a job to do, and that's what I did. So, you know, he basically just talking about that. Now, I hate this situation because, I don't know if this is going to stir a lot of pots. I think Kelly is a really true sweetheart. I think she has a kind soul. I don't think she'll dibble in this. I think she'll just let it be what it is and continue to live her life and enjoying her family. And so Charlamagne, I don't know if his book's gonna. I think his book's gonna sell. I think he's a likable guy. He's the guy that asks the question that we all be wanting to know at home. He don't care. He gonna speak his mind, and if you like it, you don't. If you don't, he do whatever. But he's that outspoken guy, and so is Wendy Williams. So I don't know. Like I said, I like all three of them. And I do like Charlamagne and Wendy Williams. I think the more this book come out, the more he has interviewed, the more the story continue to develop. I think it's gonna be a lot of beef with him and Winnie Williams. So I just hate to see that happening, but hopefully it may not turn out to be that way. Who knows? So at this point, you guys, my bud drop is over. So I'm putting up this teapot and I'm finna wash these good old dishes. But while I'm washing it, I want y'all to talk to me. Let me know what is on you guys' mind. Let me know what you think about all those topics that I talked about, as far as Brandy Norwood. Do you think she's pregnant, or do you think she's just overworked and just needs to take a break? Because they say the last 10 days she's been flying backwards and forward nonstop. So let me know what you think about that. How you feel about Keyshia Cole's situation? I'm sure you would feel the same way if a parent of yours told you you'll be all right if I die here in the streets, so don't worry about me? Or do you think it's time for Keyshia Cole to let it go and let Frankie just do her thing, and when she's ready, she'll be ready? Because I always heard is you can't get nobody off those streets that ain't ready. So what you don't think about that? And the Chief Keef situation, I'm telling you, I told that boy he need to sit down somewhere. And this baby mama his need to sit up behind down somewhere too, because she carrying on and just don't make no sense. If y'all two got children together, I sure hate to see how y'all co-parenting and raising this baby together, because this is sad how y'all carrying on. And I ain't gonna lie, it's drama. We like drama, but dang, come on, get it together. Like, you beating up people, now he beating you up. And then what you telling your baby? You probably filling your babies up with nothing but cuss words while you changing their diapers. That's why when your baby start walking, the first thing they say is, need this, need that, mofo this, mofo that, sorry, broke in real life. Yeah, come on, so tighten up, get it together. So y'all guys, y'all let me know how y'all feel, because I be just like, woo, I wish I did have some pearls to clutch. But y'all, this is Miss Neat Neat Bud Drop. I want y'all to share me. Tell somebody about me. Tell your mom and them and all them that Miss Neat Neat is here. And while y'all sharing me, please subscribe to me. Allow me to be great. Allow me to be a part of you guys' life like I allow you guys to be a part of my life. Miss Nene.